If you guys have been following us, you know about our dog, Maddie. And today, we are here to tell you that this is a little episode.
Oh, you're crying?
I thought we had enough time.
I did too.
So, to celebrate her.
Oh, sorry.
So, anyway.
All right, I'll take over for now. So, long story short, Maddie passed about 3 weeks ago, and I really wanted to do a video as soon as possible, but I knew that we needed a little bit of time before we could actually talk about it, and maybe we need even more time. So yeah, this is one of those hard videos, and I think if you've been following us for a long time, you knew that Maddie was old. She was 16 years old.
She's our dinosaur dog.
Oh my gosh, we called her the Great White. But she had such a fantastic time on season 1. I think RV life for Maddie was epic.
Yes.
Almost.
Well, oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Tori called it the farewell tour, though, because it was like the massive bucket list. She did everything. She swam, she met new people, she scouted for bones, she was with her family all the time. It's like, if you know golden retrievers, that's like their dream, is to be with their pack all the time.
We kind of knew the end was near when we were back in Arizona, and we even had some pretty candid conversations as to, you know, how much longer should we let Maddie. I mean, she was starting to have some issues. But one of the reasons I really wanted to take Maddie to Mexico is because, first, Maddie loves Mexico. Second, she loves the ocean. And Maddie died on a Tuesday, and the day before, she got one last swim in the ocean.
Yes.
Now, granted, it was hard.
It wasn't pretty.
It was not the swim that we're normally used to seeing Maddie go way out there and she'd duck under the big waves in California. It was crazy. But she did. She got one last swim. She's back here in the jungle, and this hill that we're on overlooks the Pacific Ocean. And I think it's kind of a cool place to leave Maddie behind.
I have to say that everybody here, it was so amazing, and we had flowers left for us the next day, which was like, ah. But the boys who come and help here, they helped dig a grave for her. So then she's back here with 5 other dogs that have died before her, and so when they say, oh, my so-and-so is back there, oh, she's in good company. So anyway, so as sad as it is, we actually have like the best happy ending that we could give her. So anyway.
So Trish and I thought we would kind of reminisce a little bit on the trip with Maddie, just to kind of like bring some highlights to at least how you got to know Maddie. I mean, starting from day 1 when we were packing up the house to leave, how Maddie just slept right by the door as all the movers would just walk right by, like literally stepping over her practically, and she was just sleeping away.
Yeah.
Right? So then after we left Arizona, we went up through Utah and Bryce, but I think it was Bryce, like the first week, that I realized I'm gonna have to pick this dog up and put her in the trailer for the duration of this trip. No, you're fine.
Alright, I'll just be in a sec.
It's on Maddie's butt.
That's a lot. The lodge is on her.
You're a lot of work.
That's
For
when that
6
set in.
months.
She's not using these steps. And so
No.
and so we got kind of a laugh out of that.
When we would arrive to a new place, she was like, I'm just going to stay in the car. You guys go do whatever you want and then come back for me. So at Mount Rushmore, she wouldn't get out of the car either, which was really funny. And people were like, you should get a ramp for her. She can't get out. And that may be true. She definitely did have some soreness in her bones, but that wasn't
No,
the
that
reason.
wasn't why she wasn't getting out of the
She
car.
was playing with us. She was like, no, I don't think so. I'm just going to hang out here. Let's see what you can do for me.
Even back at house, if you were to open up a door and hold it open, she'd lie down. There's no way I'm going through that door. But if you left that door open and left, then she'd get up and she'd walk out. And getting Maddie
look at her.
out of the car.
Don't look at her. No. Don't look at her. She'll come. Yes.
So we thought it'd be fun to see how long would Maddie stay in the car, and she won. I eventually had to go get her. We finally make our way to Minnesota, and now we're really on the trip. We're really starting to get into like Maddie territory, and that is water. And if you've been watching from the beginning, you know where there is water, there is Maddie.
Yes.
And Minnesota was the first episode, I think, where really she got her water, and oh my gosh, that dog would just sit in that water all day long.
Yes.
All day long.
And there were no waves or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, it was
So she spent
great.
a lot of time in the water there. And then we go out on the pontoon boat, and man, we were far away. She followed us. I remember
she just
looking
came
over.
And swam after us.
Looking over and thinking, what is that in the water? And then
Oh
my gosh, that's Maddie. And then here we are trying to rescue her, and she goes up to the boat and she turns around and she swims away. She has a very interesting way of getting rescued.
Oh, she's coming.
Here she comes.
All right, she's coming for real now.
No.
Oh.
She's like, wait, I don't want to ride home.
Yeah.
I just
But
wanted to say hi.
Look carefully, because you'll see that dog's back is out of the water. I mean,
Yeah.
no dog I've ever seen floats quite like Maddie floats. She
Yeah.
would, and I'm not exaggerating, she would spend 45 minutes swimming in the water.
All
And
by herself. She'd go home at our house and swim in the pool all by
she
herself.
would, at home, she would do figure eights for a good half hour in the pool. It was the most crazy thing you've ever seen.
Hilarious.
Well, by the way, that was her first ride in the red wagon.
Yes, the Pope Mobile. That's what we called the
Yeah.
Pope Mobile, because, you know, as you're getting older and your joints are hurting more, she really wore herself out, so she couldn't walk that well
Yeah.
anymore. So after she'd swim for so long, then we put her in the wagon so we could just cart her around.
So by the time we got to Wisconsin, the time I think it was Minnehaha Falls, I was done picking Maddie up. I'm like, dog, you have got to walk up this trailer because this is getting ridiculous. Because every time I pick her up, I would get hair on me. So I mean, I wanted her to go. So Trish said, no, all you got to do is just get her front feet up on the steps and hold her back feet, and she'll walk up. Oh, that's a good girl. Okay, go, go. Okay, go. Come on. Whoop, going up the stairs. Up. No, that didn't work out so good. Not initially. Now, eventually, I will say Maddie did catch on. I think by the time.
No, she knew that you caught on, and so she couldn't pull the wool over your eyes anymore, right?
Yeah.
But she would do it for me most of the time, but then she'd get to you, and she's like, I know you can pick me up, so I'm not going to show you that I can put my front feet up.
But Trish was not successful all of the time. I remember
true.
in Kenny Bunkport where you said, let me show you how to do it.
Come on.
Oh, God, that dog was so stubborn.
Yes.
So then we get to Michigan, and Michigan was probably one of Maddie's, like, real peak states.
Highlights.
We're going to stay right here, dog, because we know you. We're on to you. You go right out, and you go right into that lake. We were with the Coopers. They absolutely adored Maddie. They took such great care of her. I think Wendy was cooking for Maddie.
Oh,
right?
yeah. So our friends Bill and Wendy, we stayed at their house. And Wendy at night would make her like rice and chicken, and then she's like, don't worry, I got it, I'm gonna, and she's like, and then I got this special medicine, and then I got this.
Yeah.
And so, and she's like, has Maddie eaten? I'm like, I fed her, and she's like, okay, I'll bring her something else.
Yeah. So Maddie got
so
Maddie got fantastic treatment in Michigan, but more importantly, they were right on a lake. So I mean, that dog was chasing the ducks and running down the side of the beach and swimming after the ducks, and then the ducks were baiting her out, and then of course I think that was the first time we gave Maddie a bath. Do you remember that? Oh man. That looks like it feels good. Oh, that looks like it feels really good. Oh, is that good, Maddie?
She's happy now.
Oh, that's a good bath.
We gave Maddie
Look,
a bath.
somebody's got to hold that camera. We went to Vermont, and I think that's when it was too hot in Vermont to leave her in the trailer, so we took Maddie on a little walk, and I remember specifically the video where Maddie was just trotting down the pier like she was a teenager again, and I think even Poe Panda mentioned, oh, look at Maddie acting like she's all young and everything like that. So Maddie definitely had a lot of fans. So let's talk about New York. That was probably the funniest videos we ever got of Maddie. I mean, right from the beginning of putting her in the back of that Jeep Cherokee from the Scott at the KOA, and Maddie's face was the only thing that you could see with all of our luggage.
Yes. Oh my gosh, and we were so worried. We were like, are they going to kick us off the train? Are we not going to be allowed? I mean, how are we going to get from upstate New York into the city? And we read all these articles, and everybody was talking about tiny dogs and like their purses. I'm like, we have a gigantic dog. What are we going to do with this gigantic Hispanic dog. So nobody blinks an eye. We bring her on the subway into the city, the train first, and then we get into Grand Central Station, and where people are taking pictures.
Oh yeah, that's right. Maddie was like famous in Grand Central because big dogs in New York are not like
they're not common.
And so, I mean, gosh, the amount of people coming up to just take a picture of Maddie was fantastic.
Yes, well, because then Maddie at that point was inside the wagon.
Oh yeah, walking her from the subway where it let out near our the apartment we rented, and then she just decided I'm done walking.
Yes.
So then we put her in the red wagon to cart her the rest of the way, and that's when we got the name of the Pope Mobile.
Yes.
Man, that was
hilarious.
You didn't see a lot of Maddie in Florida, so we went from New York and then we went all the way down to Key West, and the reason is alligators.
Oh yes, I thought you were joking at first. I'm like,
no, Maddie did not show up in our Florida series.
Oh yeah, because when we went to the Everglades, we opened up the door and she went running to go get
to the swamp.
To the swamp, and there is a 9-foot alligator named Kevin that they named Kevin, and he's literally just swimming by. And Maddie wanted to go running and get into the water.
So we thought, maybe Florida is not the best place for Maddie to go swimming. And by the time we got to Destin, oh my God, I mean, that dog could smell the ocean, right?
Yeah, she would wake up from deep sleep.
Yeah, and when we would be 2 miles out from the ocean, that's when Maddie decided to wake up and start to pop her head up and start looking around going, oh, wait, I think we're here.
Yeah.
But anyway, when we got to Destin, Maddie so wanted to go in the ocean. And I remember her running from Trish. She went over to get her, and she slipped out of her leash.
Yes.
And made a run for it.
Yeah, and she tried to duck under the RV and then get around us.
Yeah.
The time we made it to Austin, we were in bad shape, and we ended up going to a fantastic vet there. He gave her all kinds of medicine, and then by Thanksgiving, she was running. Remember? She was like galloping.
She was galloping through in your parents' backyard, and then she got all sorts of love from Caleb, and she loved being with Buddy and Blue, and I mean, she was a teenager again.
Yeah. So we brought her back home, and she wasn't doing so well there. Anybody who's owned a dog knows how this goes. I mean, the sad part is that we outlive our animals. So
it was a sad day. It was a sad couple weeks, no question. And
so Maddie ended up having a seizure, and she couldn't walk anymore. And so then we had to go take her to the vet, and unfortunately, she had to be put down.
Yeah, and we didn't get a lot of video of it, and I kind of had mixed feelings of it. I got just a couple little clips, but I think it was hard on the family, and but I'll tell you what, the boys here dug a really big hole for us. So by the time we got from the vet, we were able to lay her down, and we all went around and said something about Maddie, and
and then it was Carson's idea to go and get seawater. So he went down to the beach and he got this big container of water, and we went up to her grave and we poured beach water on her. So that was really cool, and it was neat to see what Carson wanted to do for her. And if you're wondering if you should bring animals on your RV trip, the answer is yes.
Oh my gosh.
Unanimous. It's amazing.
There is no better lifestyle for a dog than RV living. There really isn't, because what do dogs want? They want to be with you, and they want to be like with you all the time, and that's what RV living is. I mean, Trish and I both absolutely love the comments that we've been getting about Maddie and how much you guys care about her, and I know she's going to be just greatly, greatly missed. So she was a great dog, and we think it's just so awesome that she was able to be with us on this adventure, and you guys were able to get to know her. And now
I'm just glad that it's part of our memory too, with all the videos that we get to have a part of her, because otherwise, you kind of have a few memories, but now we have like a bazillion memories of Maddie and our great epic trip together.
Yeah, for this weekend, a little bit of a sad video, but also kind of a happy video too, with everything that Maddie did. All right, we'll see you guys next weekend. We're home from our hike. Maddie decided to stay. Did you decide to stay, Maddie? Did you decide to stay home from the hike?
A big decision.
Maddie. Maddie. Oh, she's dreaming about something. I'm trying to wake her up. Maddie. Oh, she smells us. See the nose? See the nose? Watch, she can wake up. Oh, there she is. There she is. Hello, girl. Hello. Did your nose tell you that we're home?